Guys, I'm wearing earrings for like the first time in over a year and a half. Who am I? I just want to sit down and talk with you guys a little bit about how to get out of a rut. I feel like we all kind of get into those times where we feel like we're just kind of stuck, not really going anywhere. Our mind just kind of feels bleh. I know that I have definitely had some of those moments within the past year where I felt like I needed to just kind of switch things up, get my creative juices flowing again, get passionate again. And so I wanted to kind of tell you guys like my top tips and tricks. One of the first things that I definitely want to mention is don't forget about the power of fresh air. Because I'm a YouTube content creator, I film indoors, I edit indoors, I work at a J. Crew / Madewell, that's indoors. I'm an actress, I audition, that's typically indoors as well. And because the majority of my life consists of me being inside, I feel like I forget sometimes how important it is to just get out and be in the fresh air. Even like for an example of today, before I sat down and like got ready to film and do other things throughout my day, I walked around my neighborhood for about 10 minutes just enjoying the nice, cool morning weather before it got crazy hot, and it seriously made a difference. It just lightened my mood immediately and I felt so much lighter. My second tip is to start a new hobby. I feel like a lot of the times that we're stuck in a rut, it's because we feel like we've settled into a pattern and we aren't trying anything new, and that's why I think creating new hobbies and new passions is so incredibly important. So if knitting is something that you've always wanted to learn, finally buy yourself some yarn and learn how to knit. If you've always wanted to venture into cycling classes and you want to know what the hype is surrounding that, join a gym and start your cycling classes. Like seriously, there is no better time to start a new passion and to start a new hobby than right now. Now my third tip is to look for cool events in your area. Now the way that I like to do this is I actually look through Facebook events. I'll just kind of see what's going on in my area of New York like during the week or during the weekend, depending on like when I have free time. And I feel like this really gets me outside of my comfort zone to go like see new things and do things that I wouldn't have known about unless I like researched it. But I'm the kind of person who I get really busy really quick and I like being busy, but sometimes because I'm so busy, I forget to say yes to like fun, spontaneous opportunities because I feel like I either don't have time or like I just can't fit it into my schedule. Like it doesn't go along with everything else that I have going on. But I think by saying yes a little bit more often and going to new events, it can spark creativity in your brain, it can inspire you. Like it's just good to get out and try new things. Something that I feel like is really important when you're kind of in a rut or something that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about is to change something about your appearance. Now before you go jumping into the comment section attacking me, let me tell you what I mean. I don't mean go out and get plastic surgery. I don't mean like go out and like get a boob job and make your boobs like 6 times larger. But for me, makeup and hair have always been one of the ways that I've really expressed myself, and I find that sometimes when I'm in a little bit of a creativity rut or I feel like I've settled into a pattern and kind of settled into like a look, I like to change it up a little bit. So back in March, I changed up my hair quite dramatically. I used to have like kind of blonde, honey brown highlights and my hair was super long, and then in March I chopped off like 8 inches of my hair. I dyed it red, and honestly I felt kind of like a new version of myself. And kind of going along with that, my next tip is to change up your room, change up your living space. This one is super helpful to me, especially because I work from my room a lot and I work from my apartment a lot. By changing it up like once every few months, even if it's like a very minimal like thing, like getting a new blanket or getting like a new set of string lights for your room, like I feel like it just creates kind of a new environment for you and it makes your life feel a little bit more new and fresh, I guess. And finally, my last little like piece of advice is to take a spontaneous trip. Obviously, I know that not everybody can afford to do this, but if you can, I do think that a change of location sometimes can be really fun. And the idea of like a spontaneous trip is really healthy too. So pick a place you've always wanted to go. You don't have to create an itinerary for every single day. I mean, you can create like a bullet point list of like a few things you want to do, but go to this place with an open mind and just kind of the desire for adventure. And if you don't have the financial means to go somewhere like out of the country or even go somewhere out of your state, have a little staycation in your own hometown. I do this all the time. There is always something to do in New York, and there's always something to see in New York that I haven't seen before. And even if I've been to a certain place before, you know, it's a brand new day. Maybe I haven't seen it like this before. So take a weekend or a day or even just an afternoon to be a tourist in your own town and really enjoy everything that it's worth. Those are all of my little pieces of advice for you guys for today's video. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, tell me that you'd like to see more of me on this channel. Please subscribe and help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World family. It would mean the absolute world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye everybody.